What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we have a brand new Xur Inventory review for the weekend of July 5th to the 8th, and so let's get started. And of course, as for the location, Xur is going to be in the same spot in the tower he always is since his big update in the final shape. Alright, let's take a look at what he has. Firstly, for these exotic catalysts, the Fighting Lion catalyst is available this weekend. Kind of an interesting one for sure. Fighting Lion actually has randomly seen a ton of play in the past because it's a grenade launcher that uses primary ammo, infinite ammo basically. Then we have the Prometheus Lens catalyst. Honestly, for Catalyst, it does improve the weapon a lot. You can see here it adds Incandescent, but the Prometheus Lens itself doesn't really see too much play. As for the exotic armor pieces, well, we have a 68 Liar's Handshake, but really not too spiky. With that being said, Liar's Handshake Prismatic Hunter builds are some of the best in the game, and if you haven't gotten the perfect roll of the new exotic class item, the normal Liar's Handshake will also help you make a very, very good build. So this can definitely be, a decent pickup this weekend. 66 MK44 stand-asides, way too much mobility, no thank you. And then 61 Storm Dancer's Braces, not interested in that at all. Then we have Crucible Engrams available for sale this weekend. Now, as for the actual direct purchase stuff for the exotics, we do have a Hawk Boon with Killing Wind. Killing Wind is alright. Polygonal Rifling is not really what you want necessarily, so definitely seen better Hawk Moons in the past. Then we do have the Cerberus +1, which has gotten a buff actually related to its catalyst. So if you do have the catalyst, it potentially is quite a bit better, but overall, he doesn't really see a ton of play right now. Wave Splitter, kind of the same thing, an interesting exotic, really doesn't see too much play. And then I'm pretty sure they were selling the Wardcliff Coil last weekend too. It's an okay weapon at certain points. It absolutely melts certain bosses for whatever reason, but it's just kind of okay. Now, moving on to the legendary weapons here, we have an escape velocity with actually a pretty good roll, like Threat Detector plus Surrounded. I mean, that's quite the wombo combo right there. We got a range masterwork, increase the reload with Flared Magwell. Really not a terrible lightweight frame kinetic right here. So honestly, you could consider picking that up. After that, it's going to be a Subsistence Rangefinder Nature of the Beasts. Well, like Rangefinder, better for PvP, Subsistence, better for PvE, kind of split in between there. A Moving Target High Impact Reserves with Fusion Rifles, actually pretty darn good in PvP. Moving Target, however, not quite as amazing. Not bad though, honestly. Do we have increase to stability is not terrible either. You could consider picking it up. After that, whoa, a Subsistence Rampage Gnawing Hunter. This is arguably the PvE God Roll. I mean, if you got the actual curated roll, it would be, I think it was Overflow plus Rampage. So, man, this is a very, very good roll. Now, maybe you'd want an extended mag perk here instead, but seriously, consider picking this up. This is still one of the better Void legendary primaries in the game. Great stats, and yeah, this is absolutely a wombo combo here to just absolutely shred in PvE. So definitely consider that. Moving on from there, Canis Major with Field Prep Chain Reaction. Chain Reaction is really not what you want to see. Moving Target Swash, no thank you. And then, of course, we have the class-specific sword. So this time we have a Whirlwind Blade plus Flash Counter. Honestly, not that bad. If you can trigger Flash Counter, you get the weekend. Whirlwind Blade is kind of the best damage increasing perk for this thing. So really not a terrible roll. I still don't think it's the utter God roll. Now, as for the armor, first of all, it is the, this set. And let's check light.gg for the rarity. Well, I apologize because light.gg is just not showing the rarity for this armor for whatever reason, but this was originally introduced back in Season 2 of Destiny 2. It was reintroduced in Season 15, and it is one of the rarer sets Xur sells. Now, it isn't incredibly rare. It's definitely been sold before, I think pretty recently too, but you can consider picking this up for sure. Now, taking a look at the actual stats here, 63 for the gauntlets, way too much mobility, so no thank you. 65, no spikes at all, no thank you. 62, same thing. And 65 intellect spike, not really interested. Let's check the Warlock. All right, for the Warlock, let's check the armor here. For the gauntlets, 63, really not too spiky. 63, a lot more spiky with resilience and strength, but maybe too much mobility. It's an all right piece, but I've definitely seen better. 65, a lot of discipline, a lot of recovery, actually. This is a great pickup. A main discipline spike followed by recovery, followed by resilience. This is great. Also, by the way, this Warlock helmet looks absolutely crazy. This is one of the ones I love to use. Now, after that, whoa, 66, massive intellect spike, unfortunately, but overall, yeah, this helmet is really not too bad. And then for the sword, we have a Thresh counterattack, Eternity's Edge, not very good. Let's check the Hunter. All right, for the Hunter, let's check the armor here. First of all, for the gauntlet, 63, really not too spiky, nope. 62, recovery being the main, but then intellect being the second, not really interested in that. 64, discipline, recovery, resilience. This is a little bit better. I'd love to see more mobility in exchange for that intellect, but not a terrible piece. And then 63, whoa, okay, we got a main mobility spike followed up closely by discipline. This is a pretty good piece. Maybe like a little too much intellect, but overall mobility and discipline being featured. Those are two stats you really want for the Hunter. These are pretty good boots. And then for the sword here, Thresh on guard. No, thank you. Now, one more thing, he is going to be selling Ascendant Shards this weekend. If you're down bad, you can definitely pick these up. Guys, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.